A dance burnout was something that I coined basically based on like a fitness burnout or like an aerobics burnout, but basically I just took dance and combined dance with it.
So when you add African dance burnout, or how does that change now?
The change that I would add to it is basically taking like the African movement and using that for gaining endurance and stamina and toning of the muscles out of certain movements basically. And it's basically survival of the fittest for 2 hours. So we go from like slower rhythm to slower movements into more upbeat movements. So basically it's like conditioning the body while having fun dancing.
And that 2 hours is happening today at L Studios, Knoll Street, QRep. But I'm wondering, you already had one. Why have another one so quickly?
Because a lot of people, they ask for it, and a lot of people missed the first one. So I decided to do another as well, because they were so eager for it. So I decided to do one other one within a short space of time.
There's a saying that everybody can dance, but not everybody is a dancer. Who's the type of person that you're catering for with this type of activity?
Well, we cater for all levels of persons who are dancers, non-dancers, because everything is basically at an introductory level. And we even had persons that came that were not dancers and they were dancing. They were unaware that they were dancing, and some of these things they were doing were actually slightly intermediate into advanced. So basically we can make the non-dancer be a dancer when they come to the burnout.
I hear African dance burnout. Is this different from Zumba?
It's very different. It's different.
What are some of the differences?
The intensity, the movement, a lot of the focus. It's more, Zumba is actually a bit smoother. A lot of the movements are a bit, don't want to say rough, but it's rough. But it gives you more core training. It gives you more tuning at a faster rate as opposed to taking something like Zumba.
So if it's so much more effective than Zumba, why don't we have more of it in Trinidad and Tobago?
What can I say? Well, I just started, so it's something that I have been working on with one of my other colleagues as well. So we're looking at possibly branching off and going into doing it more regularly.
When we say African dance, Africa is a continent. What kind of dance elements we talking about? West Africa, East African? What kind of dance?
Well, we're looking at dances that actually originate from West Africa, and even there are dances that we have basically created here, like our local African influence dances from Trinidad and Tobago. We use all of those as well. So it's basically what is indigenous to Trinidad and Tobago and West African dances.
Are there any styles or characteristics you would say, okay, well, this is something that is specifically West African, or this, the way you hold your hand, the way you set your foot this way? What are some of those characteristics?
There are a lot of characteristics with all of the West African dances. A lot of our dances here are upright. There are some that are done low down, but with the West African dances, you tend to be at a supine position. A lot of them tend to be at a supine position more, and that actually helps a lot with where we would be doing squats in an aerobic class. Those actually help with working leg muscles as well, and isolations of the body. Those characteristics, it tends to see as in West African dance more where one part of the body is going one way and the other part is going another way, and then the head is going another way. We tend to see a lot of those characteristics more in West African dance. So that for me, that's a lot of that we kind of tell the difference between what originates from West Africa and what is indigenous to her.
It sounds as though many people are supposed to stop going gym and just start practicing West Africa, because when you talk about some of those movements, you're saying positions, and I'm thinking immediately, all right, glutes and hamstrings, when I get a workout from that. When you speak this way, naturally you would have to engage your core if you have different body parts doing different things or almost independently of each other. But let me know if you agree with this statement, because someone once told me that African dance, West African dance, any position the person is that at any point in the dance, you can snap a picture and the person will look like a sculpture.
That's actually true because a lot of the positions actually you go in, it just sort of look like if you're in poses. So that's actually true. But a lot of the positions are actually very photogenic. I would say. So that's actually very true.
Nice. So I could tell the person, all right, well, I asked somebody else and they told me, all right, they affirmed it. African dance in Trinidad and Tobago, what's your take on it?
My take on it is that it's something that is very strong within our culture. And for me as a young person, growing up in the Best Village program, growing up learning about the folk dances, growing up learning about many different other types of dances which are indigenous to here and not indigenous to here. To me, there are a lot of African dance styles that are actually dying out. And a lot of the younger people, far younger than me, they are unaware of a lot of those folk styles, they are aware of a lot of those dance styles. And some of them, they tend to get caught up in, what I should say, a lot of styles that are not indigenous to here. I have nothing against other dance styles, but it's something that I believe is the core of our Trinidad and Tobago folk, and it should be focused on a bit more, even through programs or in teaching classes, with simple classes with in primary schools and stuff. It's something that we should focus on a bit more, because African dance actually the core of a lot, if not most, of our dance styles that are indigenous to here, Trinidad and Tobago.
But saying that is one thing, and knowing it to be true is another. You're actually developing and taking dance further. Tell me a little bit about that journey, thanks.
I would say it's not a bit difficult, it's challenging, because a lot of people have different views and different perspectives on dance and certain dance styles and how things should be done. And I have learned traditional local folk dance from different people within the dance genre here. So me taking it forward, it's a very delicate process which I'm taking one day at a time, and also learning from West African tutors as well. Tutors from a tutor from the United States and from two African countries as well. So it's a delicate process. For me, it's more in documenting, and it's more in keeping things authentic and not going with the change or the imposing of what is not folk or what is not traditional onto what is traditional, but more so like preserving of this, because this is like a treasure to us, and we have so much of talented people here in Trinidad that don't get the recognition for it, and that's basically a lot of what I have in mind, is basically preserving and actually working with a lot of these people who are very good artists that I know of, and we will need to know about them. So basically that's the process. There's a lot of things we have planned as of from 2017.
And you're actually in school doing that as well and bringing that academic aspect to it. Is this something that you thought that you needed to actually bring the academic aspect to it?
It's something that I did not have planned, but after doing a lot of my personal research, I decided that was the best way, because a lot of times we learn things, actually our tradition is concerned, we learn about, I learned a lot of things even with Caribbean folk music, and it's not documented. A lot of things are not documented, and when one generation starts to die out, a lot of our elders start to die out, the information goes with them. And I would implore a lot of the younger people who are studying, doing Caribbean folk dance, Caribbean folk music, even students doing pan studies, to document their information, document what they learn, their interviews and stuff, because a lot of these things are vital, and these things are not even in the public libraries and stuff. So it sort of hit me during my studies that, okay, I should document this. So I basically like to encourage people to remember what you document, or as I would say, when you do a paper or you do something, photocopies and you keep a copy. So, because these things next 10, 15 years on, it may become a part of history or a part of a book. That's the way I sort of look at it.
All right, well, Patriann, we want to thank you so much for your time this morning. And also reminding, it's today, Thursday, 6 to 8 p.m., L Studios,
8 p.m.
Knoll Street, Curep, and his dance is the African dance Burnout. So best of luck with that, and hopefully we can engage a little further.
Yes, thank you very much for calling, and hopefully we'll be in South very soon, so everyone can look out for that.
Hey, all right, thank you so much. This is Talk City 91.1 FM. Stay with us.